Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well today. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me pull up my screen for you guys. Very good, very good. Let me know in the questions if you can hear me fine, and we can get started with today's presentation. Also, put another one in the box if you saw last week's webinar that we did on copywriting. Let me know, because I want to make sure you guys did. And if you haven't, then we will go through it together at a later date. But I'll send it in the actual chat box down below here. Is last week's webinar on copywriting. So let me know in the questions if you did watch it. Johnny, good to see you, mate. I know you had definitely seen this one, but everyone else here, let me know if you have. Awesome. Dennis, good to see you too. Very good. All right, cool. So what I've done anyway, I put it in the chat box down below. I'll put it in the description of this video as well if you're watching this at a later date on the replay. But what I thought I'd do today is continue on, I guess, a bit with the AI side of things and things you can do for free, or for literally next to nothing, just with the basic ChatGPT subscription. Even though you can get the basic version of ChatGPT free, there's some pretty cool things that you can integrate now that you may not know exist. And what I should also say here is, if any of you guys are not on TikTok, just create a TikTok account at some point and just search in TikTok for AI marketing or AI or any type of marketing you're trying to do, or any type of solution you're trying to do. And people are just going crazy making videos on all the latest advancements the second they happen, in real quick short form content. For me, short form, where I can see someone do A, B, C, and D in a 1 to 3 minute period, helps my brain absorb it, understand it a lot easier. And it's really cool to see how competitive the space is in terms of people trying to share content to help others in the whole ChatGPT world. So one of the biggest, well, I guess what I'll quickly do here is I'll recap the key lesson from last week's webinar, which was talking, whenever you're writing any form of sales copy, always make sure that you are selling the benefit first, supported by the features. So an example of this might be, if you are like say any of the designer brands do a really good job at this. They're not just selling a t-shirt, they're selling a brand that then makes people feel a certain way. They might feel good, they might feel rich, they might feel like they've got it all under, they've solved every problem in the world because they can afford this item, right? I actually saw a stat recently about how it was a high percentage of people that buy these designer brands are actually people that really don't have much money, but they're spending that on there to give themselves that feeling that they are doing well in life. And it's a kind of messed up world in that sense, where, because at the end of the day, you could get the exact same 100% cotton shirt from the same or similar manufacturer, but 100 times less the price. But people are buying it because of the benefits they see that brand giving them. Same as if you're hungry. What's the benefit of eating? It's going to taste good. You're going to feel good in most cases. And that's why we get really upset when our food is bad at a restaurant, because we were looking forward to that benefit, because we had that need and want inside of us to feel full, to feel warm, to feel happy, to feel energized. And if we don't get that benefit, then we are pretty upset. On the flip side, the features. So for the t-shirt, the features of a t-shirt could be it's hand stitched. It could be another feature might be is what type of cotton or material is it? Is it silk? Is it this? Is it that? Can you machine dry? Does it have to be hung out, or can it go in the machine dryer? You get the idea. You always want to be pushing the benefits first, features second. So I did a whole webinar on that last week. So because I know a lot of people here were on that I don't want to go over all the exact same stuff again. But what I want to do is pull up ChatGPT. Whoops. I'm actually going to do this from a complete beginner's perspective. I normally use one of my business partners accounts, but I'm just going to sign up here. So these will be the exact steps. If you decide you want to do this, you will take. So at the top here, we've got GPT 3.5 and GPT 4, which is locked. So this is what people have to pay for. $20 a month. Now again, only do this if you find that you have a need for these extra services. So I'm just gonna pull this out real quick, and I'm just gonna enter this and pay for this for you guys. See, another webinar where I'll spend money, so you guys don't have to. Versus webinars with many people where you're just constantly having to spend money. It's a business. So 1 second here, I'm just entering my address. And I know you won't be able to see the screen just yet, but I'll pull it back over in a second. Okay, now you'll get a nice looking dashboard like this saying you've got been upgraded. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to remove one of these plugins that I shared last week. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to remove that. And we are in. So if we go to GPT-4, we now have a lot of new features that we can add here. So it gives you some basic overviews here. But if you scroll down over here, let me see what our plugins are. Well, the first thing actually I'll show you, and this is a new feature that many people might not know exists. This is only in the GPT-4, I believe. It says down here, custom instructions. So now we can really customize even further the outcomes of what we're going to get as a response. Now, I see this being such a powerful tool that I'm not sure how many people will actually know this even exists yet, or even implement into softwares you might have already purchased. This space changes so rapidly. There's so many new advancements coming out, which is so amazing for you guys. It's frustrating for me in the sense that it's also amazing and frustrating for me because I'm trying to build out a few different things right now, but then so many new cool features come out and I'm like, oh, I've got to get those in now. And then I want to get it out, but I want it to be the absolute best products in the marketplace. And whenever I see new features, I know it's going to be a bit of a race to get that done. So with all the different competitors out there, so I always want to be. I know they say take imperfect action, but for you guys, I always want to make things perfect. So there's two sections here. What would you like ChatGPT to know about you to provide better responses? So these are things like where you are located. Like this is if you're using it for you and your own business, right? So you can say my business is based here. I run a nightclub. I run a social media agency. I run a e-commerce website that sells to mainly English-speaking countries. what are the goals of the business? What are the goals of you? Depends on how you're going to be using this. On the flip side, I see some people recently launching products that are essentially giving people AI virtual assistants. You could go in here and enter information about yourself and what you are needing a virtual assistant for, and then every time you write a search query into ChatGPT, it's going to look at this information first and then tailor their response around what you've said. Now it says down here, this is the one that I was really excited about. How would you like ChatGPT to respond? Since we've been talking about benefits, this is where I suggest writing that information in here. Last week I showed you how to do it on the free version of ChatGPT and how you can enter it. Everyone, please give me a benefit-driven email or benefit-driven Instagram post or whatever it might be. I'd like chat to respond with the benefits of not features of this only. I'd also like responses, I'll read it out in a second, responses to include so yeah, I like ChatGPT to respond to the benefits, brackets, not features, of requests I make. For example, if I ask Instagram for 10 posts in relation to any topic, I would like ChatGPT to respond with the benefits to the customer lead sale as people buy due to how any product, service, offer will benefit them. You can then also say anything else you want. You can literally get as detailed as you want. You could say something like, I want my content to be completely biased towards my views. You could say I want ChatGPT to remain neutral. You can even say the opposite if you're wanting to see what people might say is the complete opposite of your service and what's better about it, right? You can also say things here as well, like I could say, please also provide reference sites, references for content provided. Please make each new response completely different. Sometimes when you say I don't like that response in ChatGPT and then you ask them to refresh it or to give you a new version, it'll be often quite similar. But if you say this here, it'll make it completely different. Let's go save. Now we entered a bunch of information then, and it's worth trialing, taking certain things out, or even just adding something, adding one thing, doing the search, see what you think, yeah, and then customizing it more and more and more, unless you know exactly what you want. So from here, let's type in something. I'd like, oh, sorry, let me go down here. Aim to get people into my Italian restaurant, or won't do restaurant, into my nightclub in Sydney, and why we are the best place to visit. Now, it's a pretty broad statement, so let's just see what happens. So you can see here already, it's showing the benefits, the client objections, and I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to say, now write these benefits into the captions of these Instagram posts. You dance the stress away, that's a benefit. Embrace unforgettable vibes. Get a dose of premium entertainment and trendy beats. That's not really that good of a benefit in my opinion. And that's why, you know, there's always still going to be that human side of things, which is going to really, really help. Sundays are not just for sleep, recharge and unwind with our unique. So that's a benefit. Stop that there. And you can see how you can just literally start to get really, really creative. And now I can click regenerate and we can see if it does completely different. Or I might need to go in and elevate your status with a private space and personalize save it. So you can see redoes it all completely unique. It's not just the same content rehashed in a different wording, I guess. Now I can say, write me a 500-word blog with post on the current state of Sydney nightlife. And you can see that they're still using all the benefits in our objections section. Now, again, this is sometimes where you might not want to have objections. So all you need to do is go back down into your custom instructions and go from there. You can see they've referenced things down here. So I've said just provide references. Now, if I wanted to say provide references with websites, or provide references in a certain style, like APA style, whatever referencing style you want to use, you can say that as well. And it will do that for you, which is pretty insane. Another section down here is under settings and beta testing. There's in the beta testing, you can really find some cool, really, really cool new features, right? So, and this is where often people will think about new software ideas and product ideas by saying what things are coming out. Look at this, like even down here, this is pretty crazy. Try a version of ChatGPT that knows how to write Python code, which essentially can do a lot of the work that developers actually do if they're writing in Python, which is a type of coding language. So before you know it, hopefully to even create softwares, if you have an idea about a software, but you don't want to go to a developer and it's going to cost an insane amount of money, either developers are going to have to switch how they do things and charge less and produce more softwares, or potentially people will be able to do it themselves soon. But again, I'm going to show you how to get this page again, because we want to turn one of these features on. We want to go to beta features, and we want to turn on plugins. So when we turn on plugins, and I want to go to a new chat. Settings and beta features, plugin down. What else we got? Theme system. Let me see. I might turn it to light. It's probably going to be better for you guys. Now, the other day my plugins on my other account was just here. Let me see where. Oh, here we go. Plugins. So what we want to do, if there's no plugins enabled, you can go plugin store, and these are basically third-party integrations from other companies. So you're going to see more and more and more that companies are going to be able to really connect into ChatGPT in both ways. We often see a lot of softwares now that use ChatGPT's API, which means like a lot of these AI tools that are coming out right now that you might be buying from different vendors, they'll have subscriptions with ChatGPT that basically let them use their interface in the vendor's software. And then the flip side here is we can use other tools inside of ChatGPT, which is pretty cool as well. And this is going to be important as well for a lot of you guys, because I think it's it'll save you a lot of money, because there's a lot of softwares that come out that will be doing this in the first way I just mentioned. They'll build their own software, and then they'll pull information from ChatGPT and these different plugins across into their own software, and they might be charging $500 a year or more, right? Whereas if you did it this way in ChatGPT, you can pay $20 a month or whatever it is for GPT-4, and then use all of these plugins inside of this here. Now, one that I really, really liked is, I guess one thing that we've seen a bunch of is people creating AI art, right? I'm sure you guys have all seen the softwares out there that create AI art. You can say, can you create this for me? I want a picture of this dog. I want a picture of this, but it's never really like a dog on the moon with an astronaut helmet on, right? And it makes really cool content. And what's crazy is that was only, what, 3 months ago that was the greatest and newest thing, and it was just insane, right? But now, I guess the way I was thinking of it then was like, oh, but it'd be cool if we could actually create marketing material, right? Now, you actually can do this now with as a tool or a plugin here that's just come out, and it's with Canva. So who here knows Canva? Put a number 2 in the box here. I think they're valued at a few $1 billion now or something. I'm pretty sure it was started by an Australian girl as well, and she built it out to be $1 billion company or a multi-billion dollar company. So put a number 2 in the box if you have seen that before. If you haven't, this is Canva, and it's a pretty cool software or site. I think they have a free trial and they have that free version, and they basically, it's a really clean way to create anything from presentations, social media posts, videos, websites, a lot of different things, right? There's a lot of different templates out there. Website pages, Instagram stories, and you can customize everything on all of these different sections, right? So let's say if I clicked on this Instagram post, let's use this template. Let's try, do I want to try it for 30 days? Let's just try it for 30 days for this example. Let me just pull this out again to do this. Now, again, I'm not saying go and do this now and buy these now or do it or get these subscriptions now. I want you guys to think about if this is actually for you or not. Hold on, let me go here. Give me a second, I'll pull it back in the box in just 1 sec. A bit later. Okay. And this is one of those type of tools, right, where they've absolutely demolished the market. Yes, there's lots of different other editing and social media tools out there and content creation tools, but this one's just somehow, with their amazing marketing efforts, got such a large audience, and they have such the resources to create and build the best online, I guess, custom content creation tool, I should say. I still feel the best type of content hopefully you can hear me now. Give me 1 second. Let's see what happens if I put my mic back in. Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me all right? Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me. Just write yes in the chat box if you can hear me. Great. So you can manage a brand, start your own business, personal projects, social content. Let's just do social content for now. Don't want to do a content planner just yet. Let's just get straight into this so I can show you a quick example here of how this works. So easily just go edit whatever you want. And I hope you get a lot out of this like I do. Right, you see, and then you can download this, change things, add effects, change colors. It's all really simple to use. If I want to change all this, boom. All right, you can just do, and then you can even change things around. All right, now you can change whatever you want. There's also different elements you can add. You can resize stuff up here for any platform. Let's say if I want this to go for a, I don't know, Instagram story or a email newsletter. Let's actually go in infographic and a t-shirt, copy and resize. And then let me just try it again. What did I do there? So now we've got a Facebook banner for our Facebook page, right? It's just a really simple, cool way that you can start to change things around. If I don't want that, I can change that element for, let's say, that, go to that one. You can just change things around super easily. Search photos if I want to type in on a tennis. And obviously this is very poor editing by me, but you can go as creative as you want, right? Anyway, you get the idea. So the point was, that's again a quick registration, but back over into ChatGPT, you can now type in Canva. Brand new. You'll never, I guarantee no one's done a webinar on this yet. Anyway. So it's installed. And now you can see here, we've got this drop down here of Canva. So I can say, write me, oh, sorry. Write me 3 Instagram posts on why people should sign up to my tennis academy. I'm just going to let that run for a second. Give me 1 sec. Let me just do this again. I'm going to say create 3 Instagram story images for my tennis academy, as well as a Facebook banner. See, it's using Canva. And now it can actually create content for it. And these are sized for Instagram stories. And you can see we've got our other information we've asked it to provide as well. And now if we want to edit any of this too, we can just go into Canva. Sorry, stop generating. And we can go ahead and edit this type of content as well. So here we are. And name the athlete, Luke Maguire. And I definitely have one. All right, pretty cool. Now, I could say something as in design me a business card using the colors pink and blue for my local restaurant. Provide 3 different examples. Please include my personal details. Now, before I do this, what I'm going to do over here is in settings that I showed you before, so not settings, in custom instructions, say and let's just delete all that for now and save that. And let's see if we can pull that across for us. So it looks like I might have pushed it a bit too far right now with the actual content in to be added into the image from that benefit section. But let's go ahead and try it this way and see if ChatGPT is up to scratch on this yet, because they might not be there yet with this part. So let's just do that again. Please create 3 different business cards using the following information in Canva. Yeah, even from reading this, it says it can be customized to fit. Now, now give examples that are in pink and blue or the above. I think I didn't clear those custom instructions yet. I might need to do a new chat, but looks like it's not at the point of integrating the actual text into Canva, but it can create that content for you, so you don't have to think about it. Go and do a couple of really simple edits, and you are good to go. Oh, see, would you like to proceed with any of these card templates or customize them? Yes, the first template. Look at that. See, wild. And you know, this is like this is a perfect example of what I do in my spare time. I just go out and try things until I figure things out, and then I come and teach you guys it. And I'd only figure this one out now with you guys. See, we're all learning together today, which is really cool. Well, so it hasn't actually added it in. It's just giving me a neater way to add it in. So, but to add it in, it's as easy as going. And you can see here they've neatened this up. So instead of it saying my name is Luke Maguire, my business address is this, I can go boom. Tennis master. Right, and now you can I can say yellow template. Let's see if it can. And if you ever make an error, you can just click Command Z, or I think it's Control Z. Yeah, so it doesn't pull all the information across when you choose new ones. It takes 2 seconds to go in there and edit it, right? Now, what I'll just now do quickly here as well is share back to new chat. We can go Canva, we can go plugins, and anything you kind of want to add in, you can really start to add in different templates, right? So chat with PDF here, chat with everything from an entire PDF book to books to Google Drives, just by providing a link, so you can upload PDFs or any Google Drive document and ask questions about it. Probably really helpful for accounting. If you're going to be doing actual design templates and proposals and I guess reports for potential clients or customers, you can have diagrams added in. I always like looking at the new ones to see what the latest things that people have added in. Aardvark AI, search products on Google Shopping in real time, no ads, only trusted stores. Let's see what Aardwolf ads is. The ABC website maker is. Now, again, I haven't tried all of these, so I'm not going to do that one there. I was just trying to see if I can do a quick. That's what Aardvark Wolf Ads is. Create me some ads with Aardvark for. Let's see what this does. Oh, okay, so now it's creating ads using Canva, but let me go back. Oh, whoops. Let's go ahead and add. Let's turn off the Canva one for now. That's called it. AARD, Ard Wolf Ads. What I was thinking for my tennis business. Taking sorry, down here. Okay, let's go. It says don't have the ability to use that, but they can use the plugin. So let's go. Tennis Warehouse. Rackets. Let's just take this link and see what it can do with this. Again, I've never heard of this tool or product or tried it before, but I thought it'd be something cool just to share with you guys. And let me know if you guys have any questions as well, because I'm more than happy to go through anything with you guys. So now they're having an issue with that. Oh, it's probably because of this pop-up. That's why. Let's go to a different site then, like tennis gear. And you can see there sometimes is troubleshooting. And we don't want to sign up. Let's see if we enter this. And while that's doing that, maybe I'll type in Nike shoes. Or we can find some Shopify sites. Oh, maybe I'll go something like wedding gift Shopify store. Let's see if it's done anything. Let's try this one then, because I don't know if it's the pop-up, that pop-ups that are blocking it, or if it's the actual plugin itself. And this is why as well, it's often good just to stick with ones like Canva and whatnot, because they'll still be able to create you ads around it. And Canva are not going to release anything unless it's a very tried and tested type tool. But again, these are beta apps. They're not official final releases or anything, but what if I clicked on it, one actual specific product? This is the last one I'll try. Let's see what this does. Maybe you need to do individual products and then it will create the ad. I presume what this is doing though, it's going to that website, going through all the code on that website, finding the image link, downloading it, potentially creating an ad around it. But we'll see. If this doesn't work this time, then we'll just get rid of this plugin and maybe check out one more. Is there anything that you guys have been trying to do in your businesses that they're getting stuck with? So you can see here, we're going to get rid of this one, plug install. Installed. I'm going to get rid of this now because otherwise it's going to end up looking so messy. But you can search for anything up here. You can say advertising. Google Ads, AdWords. You can type in SEO. Type in, say, Instagram. Let's see what Instagram has. Nothing. So what content.app does. And then you need to make an account with content.app. So we'll leave that one for now. But let me know if there's anything you guys have been trying to do, because it's pretty wild. So what I want you guys to even do is, let me just go back to ChatGPT 3 and see if we can even add in settings and beta. Because I just bought ChatGPT 4, I'm not sure if you can add in plugins yet, but with ChatGPT 3.5, but if you can, give it a go. Just give it a go and see how you go. But again, I put last week's webinar in the chat box below. What I'm going to be doing, and I said this last week that it would be this week or next week. Now it's either going to be next week or the following week, is I'm going to be probably, I put together, I'll explain like this. So as I was saying earlier, my whole, let me put my webcam on for a second. See, actually it won't work on this computer. I'll give it a go actually. Yeah, it's just black. I'll just say it like this, I guess. As I was saying earlier, I'm creating all these softwares in the AI space while trying to make it as human as possible, and with all these new features and all these new things that come out. And on the side of that though, I also never like being all focused on one specific area, right? We can all probably agree the AI market is getting smashed with vendors launching AI products, and they're not real, like a lot of them really aren't that much of an AI product, to be honest. Most of the things and a lot of products you can do on ChatGPT for free, or for less than what these funnels often cost. And that's why you'll see me promote the odd AI offer. And like anything I ever promote or share, I really go in and vet it first and make sure it does something actually unique that actually took time to build, that is very new or very exclusive or very outside the box thinking that actually just gets results. That's the really thing I only care about. Is it going to get results? Yes or no? And can we prove that it gets results? So whenever you see emails from me sharing anything, I always have this double thought in my head. I'm like, I don't like sharing products, especially if like 2 come out in a month and I'm like, oh, this is just going to look bad. I'm just promoting everything. I know there's a lot of affiliates and people that promote stuff every day. I don't really consider myself an affiliate. Like the majority of my money doesn't come from sharing other people's products. But in total transparency, when I do share people's products, I often do get a commission for that sale. If you choose to buy from me, you can buy from anyone in the world that you want to. but I always ensure you guys get the best deal, the most bonuses, discounts that other affiliates don't get, and so on and so forth. But what I've wanted to do, and I wanted to figure out a way to do this for a long time, is while it's all exciting talking about AI and all these cool automation tools and softwares and everything like that, core businesses, there's a lot of just key features or key softwares that businesses need. They need email. Let me type in these down. Autoresponders. They need webinar softwares. They need text message services. They need ways to track everything. Tracking softwares, ads managers, team managers, management tools. They need content generation, website builders, opt-in page builders. They need editing suites. They need an actual way to social media management. They need all that, and the thing is, like I've always said, a business is simply a traffic source and an offer, right? Now, for an offer, to present your offer, you need some of the things that I wrote above. You need a website or an opt-in page or some way to take money, right? So you need, that's another one we can put here. Payment gateways or integration into your different sites and tools and opt-in pages and whatnot. Now the traffic side of things comes from things like email campaigns, social media, text messages, ads, whether it's Google, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it might be, and to then create the content for that traffic. That's where you can use things like AI, or even the content for the offer. You can use things like AI and whatnot. But these are all key things that one will need. Now, you don't need all of these when you're starting a business, right? But I always want to focus on getting you guys the biggest chance to get the most amount of traffic, to squeeze that lemon, to really get the most juice out of it, because it's amazing the amount of times I've seen people that create a landing page, create a Shopify store, or create a website or an offer, and then they just do Facebook ads only. And yes, they might make a few sales, but they end up spending more money on ads than what they've actually made in profits. And because they've sent the person directly to the ad, to the sales page, and it just hasn't worked for them, right? It's cost them more on ads than it did in actually making money. Now, if they had one or two of these other methods, like an automation way where they got their email first to follow up on email campaigns that are already all automated, or on the flip side, they had other traffic methods like social media campaigns going out as well as ads, it could just be as simple as adding one more of those blocks that then turns a not profitable campaign into a profitable campaign that allows you to run your ads for a longer period of time, which then converts more when people see it more than once, and their businesses can change overnight. But they think it's a failed product or service because they don't have that actual initial success, so they think it's a failure, right? Now, basically what I'm saying is the more bricks in core services, and then there's other core services as well that I haven't put in here, but the more bricks of these you can add in, it instantly optimizes and increases the chances of sales. It's squeezing the juice out of that lemon. So, but the problem here is that these type of softwares can cost a lot of money, right? They can cost a lot of money, and it's also not a very fun experience having to manage, like, how many have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 different softwares, say. And if each software costs $100, say, a month, right? And a lot of these can often cost more. Like I know my autoresponder spend a couple $100 a month. My webinar software is a couple $100 a month. I don't even do text messages. Probably should. There's different ways. Like you can text anyone in the world with reminders for webinars and reminders for this. And look, if you have a lot of money, then it's not going to. If you can get these implemented, it will make you a lot of money. But if you're just getting started, it can be really, really overwhelming. Or not even if you're just getting started. Just if you haven't found that one thing that you want to really push, or it is just a bit too much to include all of these things at once, because I know for me it is. I don't have everything included in my business at the moment, but I wanted to figure out a way how I could basically get every one of these services plus more and give them to you guys for free for 30 days, right? There's going to be no catch to this. You give this to you for free for 30 days, all of these type of services, as well as give you a full, I guess, my high ticket course on local marketing on how to then implement all of these different tools in one suite to you guys. And we're going to probably do maybe 3 webinars a week. And I'll send the replays out and add them into the course that I'm giving you guys for free. So 30 days of all these different tools, 30 days of actual training where I want you to work with me and just implement what I teach you. It's not going to cost you a single dollar to do. And I've never heard of anyone ever being able to do this. But it's something I've always wanted to do, just to say thank you to you guys and really come back to the core fundamentals of an online business that have been proven to work a billion times over, and do it in a way that's going to reduce the time needed, going to reduce the money invested, or even do it for free, which is what I'm going to be doing for you guys. And then if that all makes sense to you guys at the end of the 30 days, and you're in a position that you're all set up and it's making money and it's making sense to you guys, that I can then continue to provide all these services in one suite for a very, very low price. And if it doesn't, then you don't need to do it. It's a no catch thing. You guys know I'm very straight up with things. I just want you guys to have the best chance of success online, and I want to give you the tools that enable you to do it, that every single business that makes money online uses the majority, if not all, of these. So if that sounds good, put a number 5 in the box. Again, it'll be 30 days of that. In those 30 days, I would love it if you just worked with me in our trainings, on the webinars, with our support desk. I'll have some of my team come on as well. We can get on calls with you if you need any help with anything. But I want to do it in a way that you don't get distracted by the next shiny object or the next new thing that's come out or anything like that. I want you guys to get set up with these fundamentals, and then you'll see that any other software that you've bought, you'll see where that fits into the cogwheel, or if it doesn't at all. And whenever you then make a purchase in future, when you have all these things set up, it just makes it so much easier to make smart choices versus buying a software and having that one software is going to do everything in the world for you, and then be let down and then buy the next one. And it's this constant dopamine hit of buying something, feeling good, doesn't work. Shit. Buying something, feeling good doesn't work in how your business is set up currently, right? On this as well, that's one other thing I wanted to mention as well, is I wanted to give you guys, and this was pretty wild in my head, but I wanted to give you guys the ability to actually generate unlimited licenses for all of these type of softwares in one single suite that you can then sell to local businesses that might be paying 5 to 10 grand a month for all these type of things if they're on a higher level type of thing. Or if they're on they've got a really big company and it's going to cost them a lot. So that's what I want to share with you guys. Both of those things, 30 days are free, like completely free, 30 days of training. Let's get you guys set up in the best position possible. It's going to be something that is going to involve a little bit of work in terms of watching the webinars, implementing what I share with you guys, but it's going to be so simple because you're not going to need a ClickFunnels. You're not going to need a MailChimp or a GetResponse. You're not going to need a Twilio to send text messages. You're not going to need tools to manage content and manage how things are going. It's all going to be in the one suite for you guys. And again, you can do it. You can work with me for free, and you'll also get my high ticket course as well, absolutely free as well. So that's either going to be next week or the week after. I will send an email out about when that webinar actually is. It'll be a new webinar link. I was thinking of even getting my videographer out just to do a proper video for you guys, explaining it in a bit more detail, sharing a few things of what we've done just to get everyone excited for it. Because again, there's no catches to this. It's not get on a webinar, think it's about this, get pitched something else. And even though I never have ever done that, and I know everyone that watches me that completely trusts me, I really want to go above and beyond for you guys on this one here. And I've never done an actual proper little professionally recorded video for my just for a general webinar. I only do those for sales videos, right? But I thought it might be something fun to do just to make it a bit more unique. But we'll see if we do that. I also know that if I say, guys, this is what we're doing, it's either going to make sense to you or not. And this type of thing, when there's zero investment, the only investment here is going to be you saying, okay, I'm going to give this a go, and you just have to put that time in with me. I'll be showing up, and I'm going to try to hold you guys accountable to be showing up. I was considering as well charging a small fee to get into this, because I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh yeah, that sounds cool, I'll sign up, never use it. But I really want to just give back to everyone, and even if 20% of people do that, if there's 30% of the remaining 80% left that wouldn't have signed up for it if it was a paid thing, even if it was a low paid thing, just to qualify people, I guess the word would be that people would use. I automatically think everyone on my audience is qualified, and I want to give it to you guys for free for 30 days, and my course completely free as well, which you can keep. So that sounds good. We'll do that the next week or the week after. What I'll do is I'll upload this replay later today. Hopefully you guys learned something new. Write yes in the box if you did learn something new on today's training. Cool. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Well, I appreciate you all today, and I will again, I didn't send out an email about this. It was just the automatic weekly replay or weekly reminder. So well done for everyone here that's here live. I will send out the replay link later today or tomorrow, and I'll send out last week's one again. In that, I'm excited for this. I hope you guys are too. It's going to be hopefully one of the biggest transformative times ever when we do these the next trainings, because this type of offer, or it's not even an offer, it's just an invite, because it's not going to cost you anything. It's probably, for me, it's probably going to be one of the greatest success stories, hopefully, that I've ever had for my audience, because these type of tools usually, like you'd see people back in the day that would do webinars, back in the days and past few years, that would do webinars selling individual services like these for $1,000 a year or $1,000 a month, some of them, right? Now, to get all of these plus more in one single tool is just insane, and you'll see what I mean when I share with you guys. So I'm excited for that, and I appreciate you all being here today. In saying that, I'll see you in next week or the week after's webinar. It will be a new registration link, and I will send it out in the emails. And thank you all so much for being here today. Danny, Dennis, John, Irina, Johnny, Mark, William, goes on and on and on and on. So thank you all so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next week or two. Any questions, send me an email. When I upload the video, any questions about the webinar itself, you can put them in the chat or in the comments of the YouTube link, and I will reply there as well. But until next time, thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a great day. All right, thanks guys, bye.